Gotta talk about Jay-Z because he was trending, okay? He actually popped out at the Roots Picnic Festival this year and he dropped a freestyle dissing everybody. He came for Drake, Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, even Tory Lanez. I want to talk about all of that. But first, let's get into the hair, okay? Jay-Z finally let his hair out. You know, hair can really flourish under some wigs. I feel like his locks were either a half wig or extensions. I mean, Nicki already clocked that it was fake anyway, but his afro, it looks luscious and healthy, and he dyed it so you don't see the grays. I was like, okay, I'm not mad at it, and I'm not really mad at the freestyle either, at least from a rapping standpoint, because I caught some of that wordplay and I was like, man, he still got it. But yeah, he addressed a lot of his grievances with different people in this freestyle. And I know he said in his GQ interview that people need to move past battle rapping, but he had to backtrack on that because people ain't playing with him. And when Drake took shots at him, that's when he woke up. He had to take the wig off and get in the ring. Okay. So listen, I don't fault him for doing this freestyle. I'm actually here for it. This is what a rapper's supposed to do. He first came at Tony Busby, who was the lawyer who represented Jay-Z's accuser. This accuser claimed that Jay-Z and Diddy violated her when she was 13 years old, but the accuser dropped the case and Jay-Z countersued for extortion and defamation, which I think is going to continue in New York. But he said that if his granny passed before he got a chance to clear his name, he would have retaliated ferociously. Catch it, Tony Busby.
He's turning 100. If she would have transitioned before I cleared my name, I would have hunted them. Every one of them playing these silly games. That 1-800 ambulance chaser would have wished one came.
Jay-Z also took shots at his former business partner from Rockefeller, Damon Dash. They had a very bitter fallout over a business and also allegedly over Aaliyah. And Dame has been doing interviews talking down on Jay-Z for years. So Jay-Z responded.
No kid gives a fuck about Jay-Z at all. They're not jacking his hairstyle, his gear. No one's fucking with Jay-Z.
And Chatty Patty down on his luck again. Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blame. His teeth is tumbling out their mouth, and somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder mystery game.
See if I'm the real deal.
Man, y'all listen to him talk about who was real and fake, then his teeth fall out.
That's still so funny to me. But Dame did respond by posting this picture of Jay-Z looking like Goofy. And then he had the nerve to tag Jay-Z. Jay-Z also took shots at the rapper Oshinko Vasquez. Oshinko basically said that Jay-Z was dodging his alleged son, Ramir.
Jay-Z son on there?
Oh, his alleged son?
No. If you talk to him personally, that's his son.
You think that's his son?
Yeah. You know what I think his son? First of all, Jay-Z offered the money. I don't know. I think his mom was underage or something when he was born, so I think that's probably.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's probably part of it.
Yeah.
This was Jay-Z's response.
That nut ass nigga still stuttering.
I'm going to the studio tomorrow. I gotta talk about this. Ain't no way nobody with a weave on gonna be dissing me.
This is so petty. He also took a shot at Jaguar Wright. Jaguar has been on Jay-Z's neck for years.
But Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, Sean Carter.
Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him.
Now, Jay-Z also dissed Kanye West. Kanye has gone on many rants against Jay-Z on social media. He said a lot of things to really get a rise out of him. He even talked about Jay-Z and Beyonce's children. He basically called them the R word, which was really, really, really nasty. And Jay-Z addressed this. He basically said that Kanye ain't crazy enough to say none of this to his face. He will act sane in his presence. So Jay-Z really gave him a warning.
You ever heard of a wonder kid? My children is some of them. Have you niggas no shame? You're trying to get under skin? I really get under skin as unharmed player.
Now, if you don't know this was the guy, Lance Rivera. He was the guy that Jay-Z actually stabbed. He's letting Kanye know, you trying to use your words to get under my skin, but I really get under people's skin. I don't know if he should have said that, but hey, he was going in.
Y'all thugs with y'all thugs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch y'all saniac in my presence to shrink. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think.
That sounded like a warning to Kanye. He also dissed Nicki Minaj. Now, you all know Nicki has been going in on Jay-Z as well, calling him out for allegedly sabotaging her career. And she made a lot of other claims about him and his business partner, Desiree from Roc Nation. Like, she's been going in on him. And Jay-Z finally addressed her.
That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her king can't even take their kids. Enough of them.
So he basically alluded to Nicki being on drugs, and he brought up her husband, Kenneth Petty. He said Ken, which is short for Kenneth, also Ken meaning her family, and Ken being the Ken to her Barbie. So that was a triple entendre. But he brought up her husband, Ken, and took a dig at him, saying he can't even take his kid. And he stopped, but he was alluding to the fact that he can't be around kids because he's on the offender list due to his conviction from when he was a teenager. So he tried to bring that up, but he stopped. And some people felt like he was mocking Nicki.
I said 700 horses. What we fixing to leave?
That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her king can't even take their kids. Enough of them.
This is so petty. It's petty. And see, Jay-Z want to act like Nicki's obsessed, but I think he and his team are keeping tabs on her. So they're showing that they're obsessed, in my opinion. And notice that he was attempting to bring up Nicki's kid. He didn't take it there, but he was walking that line. And I didn't like that because Nicki never brought up his family when she was dragging him. So why does he have to bring up hers? And Jay-Z didn't like when Kanye came for his family. So I don't think he should come for Nicki's. Just keep it fair. If you have an issue with her, then address her only. And in his next verse, he brought up MAGA Republicans. Nicki has ties to the MAGA party.
A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them.
So he basically said he ain't worrying about a rapper like Nicki. He got bigger ops to fry, like the Republicans, the MAGA party. And he told Nicki good luck with them because, they can't be trusted, which is true. They can't. But what I find kind of odd is Jay-Z has a lot of affiliation with MAGA people. Like he rubbed shoulders with a lot of them. Like he was sitting at the table with Donald Trump's daughter Ivanka and her husband Jared Kushner. He even got Trump to pardon his business partner Desiree Perez. So he's kind of leading people to think that he doesn't fool with MAGA, but he's had some affiliation with them behind the scenes. And I kind of think that Nicki has to be a little bit on guard too, because if he's in that circle, it wouldn't be a shock to me if there were people sent her way to kind of keep watch on her, because she might think they're coming to help her, but you never really know. Jay-Z also dissed Tory Lanez. Tory, for those who don't know, is serving a 10-year sentence for shooting at Jay-Z's artist Megan Thee Stallion. And the prosecutors were able to use this jail call he had with Megan's former friend Kelsey, where he gave a vague apology, but the prosecution used this as his admission of guilt. And after the guilty verdict, Tory Lanez and his father called foul play. And Tory's father said that Roc Nation will crumble for allegedly manipulating the case.
My God Almighty, I call heaven and earth to be a record today. Roc Nation, you will crumble. I am an apostle of God, and you will know who I am.
Now, people laughed at this, but if you notice, Roc Nation has been going through a lot. They've been going through a lot of legal issues, allegedly some money issues. The dockets have been full. Like, they have been full. So Tory's father put something in the atmosphere that day. I think he did. And I also think Jay-Z's spirit was bothered by it, because why would he address it? And why is he dissing Tory? Tory's behind bars. Like, Tory should be a non-factor to him, but he's clearly bothered.
The rock's not crumbling. The leprechauns have magically run out of pranks. Your son on a federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink. You know how dumb that is?
Now, I want to get into what Jay-Z said about Drake because Drake did take shots at him on his album Iceman, and his song Janice Shut the F Up went to #1. And in that song, he told Jay-Z, man, the jig is up. I see you for who you are. I see the scheming you've been doing against me, allegedly. The jig is up. So the fact that Drake dissed Jay-Z but also broke his record may have stung his ego a little bit because he sees that Drake has risen to his ranks. And a lot of people would even argue that Drake has surpassed Jay-Z. And so Jay-Z felt the need to little boy Drake and remind him, your label still owns you. They own your publishing, and you ain't better than me. You look up to me.
My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Got up 10, wrong chart shit. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up to Hove. I never looked up to them. The crackers got your publishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. This is workers. In perpetuity is how your contract is worded. Don't make me go man. The roots remember, even when the trees pretend, not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am.
Drake got Jay-Z really bothered. He got him bothered, but all things aside, this freestyle was good. And Jay-Z definitely reminded people of who he is as a rapper.
Cancel the brunches. I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's going to cost you a beat to even say my name.
Shout out to Beyonce. Say my name, say my name. But yeah, Jay-Z did his thing. But I will say, Jay-Z got to brace himself for the responses because they're coming. And I'm sure he has more disses in the tuck. I think he might be releasing an album. So I'm sure he got more shots for more people. But if he's going to go to war, he has to brace himself for what's to come.